What's up, Nerd Crew? Nurdie J here, and today we're going to be taking a look at Patamon that Digivolves into Angemon. Let's take a look. Cue the intro. Patamon is Takaru Takaishi, or TK's Digimon partner. Even though Patamon has a playful personality, he is sensitive and is childlike. Patamon is the weakest of the Digidestined rookie-level Digimon. TK, being a child himself, is initially overprotective but can become overly emotional and can hurt Patamon's volatile feelings. When they part, they both eventually come regretful and come back together. Patamon only has one attack, dubbed Boom Bubble, where his body inflates like a balloon as he sucks up the air, then releases it as a concussive air blast that does little to no damage to his target. His attack serves mostly as a distraction for other Digimon attacks. Patamon is the only Digivolving toy that digivolves from a rookie to a champion, making him very unique. Patamon really is a lackluster Digimon here in this form. Mainly, he's got ball-jointed ears, but they are so finicky, and they like to droop or if not just pop out at a moment's notice. That could just be age or what have you. But usually Patamon looks more like this, but since I can't support the ear things, I push him back like this. Here he is with my previous review and champion level Kabuterimon. Now this is a really bad scale because Patamon is actually kind of like just no bigger than his foot. Like the front of his toe type of area. Because Patamon is supposed to be really small, but because they had to fit this into a comparable price point, that's why Patamon is like super huge, or else Kabuterimon is really tiny. But even though Patamon is kind of on the weak side of articulation and just, I don't know, I consider him a football or a potato with wings. But minus that, he does have a really interesting Digivolution, even though it's very shell-based. So, we come in here, and then we just kind of pull this shell apart and split them down the middle. Pull out this rod. Now, this rod is typically a separate thing, but you just extend it. I found a way of sliding it like in between the legs of Angemon and then collapsing this over it to form Patamon, and then I don't have to worry about the whole, where in the heck did this go? So, open this up, rotate Patamon's front feet, around 180, and push him up. Like so. And then flip up Angemon's feet, and then slide in, or hinge in, whatever you want to call it, Patamon's hind legs. So, we got that. Then, straighten out Angemon's legs, rotate the feet. Do that with both sides. Then, bring down the arms. Then separate even further the wings, and yeah, because of the whole issue that I have with this mold, I think it's mainly because of age, the wings will just pop out. But they're not supposed to. Sorry, I got acid reflux happening right now. Anyway, rotate the panels around, like that. Hinge it up with this hinge, and then bring back the wings with this hinge. Slide it up. It kind of just stoops in right here. Don't know if that's showing well, but that's how it looks. And then you rotate Patamon's wings around. Then you open them up at this single hinge thing. Then place them back in. And it's kind of a pain in the caboose. Then I like to just rest them on this peg or this peg hole area this peg hole area right here. Just so that they kind of have a pseudo place to rest. and then bring down those bottom wings. So hinge the wing around, then place them in there, and just have them fall out. Yay! Well, I'm going to get that situated after this, but to give him his rod or staff, straighten it out, then it's keyed in a specific way, and so you just make sure this hinge is pointed down, slide it through the bottom of his hand because you can't do it through the top, and then just, there you go. So we'll be back with comparisons and articulation. Oh, that was a nightmare. The thing is that the wings refuse to stay put, so they're just flopping about. If not, they just fall out. And I don't know why, but I can't get him to balance worth the darn. Unless if he's doing a Michael Jackson forward leap. But here he is again with a fellow champion, Kabuterimon. For articulation, these are supposed to be ball jointed. So, got that. Nothing for the other wings. Double hinge for the arm on both sides. This arm also rotates at the wrist. Then the Angemon's head does have a ball joint, but you can't really rotate it because the hair is in between the two ball joint sections, so they can't rotate. He does have hip joint, and then he's got a double jointed knee. Then hinge up, hinge down, and then rotation. And that is Angemon. Angemon is Patamon's champion form. Patamon first digivolved into Angemon during the climactic battle of the Digidestined's first major villain, Devimon. Angemon took down Devimon with only one attack. He used all of his power doing this and reverted clear back to a Digi-Egg. A while after the Digi-Egg turned back into Patamon, the Digidestined returned to the real world to take on a new threat, Myotismon. Patamon digivolved into Angemon and was able to energize his staff and threw it into TK's older brother, Matt. This unlocked Matt's Digimon Gabumon's mega form of Metal Garurumon. Angemon's most famous attack is called Hand of Fate, where he punches a beam of holy energy from his fist. It's super effective against virus-type Digimon. His two other attacks require his staff. The first one is called Angel Rod, where he strikes his enemies with his staff. The other one is more defensive and is called Angel Staff, where Angemon spins his staff to block or deflect incoming attacks, sometimes causing injury to the enemy. Years later, after the defeat of Apocalypse, Patamon and TK were reunited once again as they become a part of a new Digidestined team to take down the evil Digimon Emperor. I've been Nurdie J for Nurdie Boys, and here's been a mess of a figure, Patamon into Angemon, and we'll catch you next time.